Hello. I thought I would do the morning report while I've got some relatively rockless trail. I'm not feeling well. I did not feel well yesterday. Yesterday, all day, I just wanted to curl up on the trail and go to sleep. I got into camp. I had done 12.5. It was the last shelter for a long while, and I did enter into Massachusetts yesterday, but you cannot stealth camp in Massachusetts either. You got to stay at a designated campsite or shelter. So I did 12.5 into that shelter, set up my tent, ate my dinner cold. I had intended to try cold soaking, but I didn't start it soon enough, so I ate it crunchy and chewy, and I went to bed. I felt so bad. In the middle of the night, I woke up in a sweat. I was drenched. I'm hoping it was a fever breaking. I had felt cold all the day before. I even had Bruiser, one of the lady section hikers, feel my forehead that day. She said I didn't feel like I had a fever. But so I woke up and I still had a headache, bad headache. And I need to see which way the trail goes because I'm crossing a road and I don't see a blaze. So something is not up to par, and I just don't know what it is. My head feels all foggy, and I just feel so tired, abnormally tired. And I don't feel like I'm on the top of my game right now, and this is when I need to be. So I just saw a sign, and it said 10.9 to the Tom Leonard shelter, which I am headed to. So that means I've done about 4 miles, if my math is correct. It's about 8 o'clock, and I'm already looking forward to getting into my tent and going to bed. I'm trying to take one day at a time and not see the big picture. In the big picture, I've got less than 700 miles to go, and that still seems monumental. My next stop is Dalton, Massachusetts. I have a 5-day drop to make it there, and I think I mentioned that I have supplemented my breakfast with honey buns. It remains to be seen whether that's helping or not. I don't know. They're not too bad to choke down, but they're not my fave. And got to talk to Bud this morning. That always boosts my mood a little bit, but this is not a mood thing. This is something physical or some sort of spiritual attack. And I'm just not sure which. The trail was beautiful yesterday. I really enjoyed it. We're starting to see views with layers of mountains, which is one of my favorite things. And I'm very glad for that. The trees in this area are looking much more healthy. Far fewer dead and dying trees. And it's just all green and lush. We went through Sage's Ravine yesterday, and there was thick canopy overhead and moss on the rocks and this beautiful river in the ravine, and it was just beautiful. The mosquitoes are still quite bad. I think they're worse in the morning and the evening. In the mornings lately, I cook my breakfast as quick as I can and I eat in my tent, which is a major faux pas, but you gotta do what you gotta do. The reasoning is that you don't want your tent to smell like food because of the bears, but I mean, if you're leaving, that smell is gonna dissipate. before you set it back up. I did use the bear box last night. And I guess that's it for now. I appreciate all your prayers. I sure do need them now. Even though I'm weeks ahead of when you'll see it. But I like to believe that you're praying for me now anyway. So I thank you for that. And I guess I'm going to put the phone away for now. This is Rebound, signing out. Look at this. Someone left trail magic of sodas and ice. And if anybody needs to buy a fuel canister on the honor system, I guess that's what that is. How nice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This was so needed. It says Steady Stream. That must be the trail name of the person who did it. Thank you so very much. It is so hot today. This is the absolute best. Thank you, Trail Angels. That Coke was incredible, and I needed that Coke so much. That is one of my all-time favorite trail magics, an ice cold Coke. It just helps so much. I think that I have been so foggy-headed. I'm feeling better now. I did take electrolytes early, and I called Bud and asked him to pray for me. And soon after that, I started feeling better. So, I think I forgot to mention that I sent some stuff home in Salisbury. I sent my thermos home. I sent my Kindle home and its long, heavy cord. I had an extra cord for my Garmin watch that I sent home. I sent home a hair pick, which I haven't been using. I've got a comb that I use most of the time. I mean, there's nothing I can do to make it look better out here anyway. I sent home... Oh, look at this. Somebody is making... Look at that. They're making walking sticks. I guess for free. How cool is that? I sent home my GorillaPod Mini. I have only used that thing a handful of times. Doesn't weigh a lot, but I sent it back anyway. Since I wasn't using it, I don't like to keep things out here that I'm not using every single day. With the exception of a few things like the tent pole splint and a few other things. I sent home an extra pair of underwear. I had 3 of those. Somehow I ended up with 3. What else? Seems like there was something else that was kind of major. Anyway, I think it made a substantial difference in my pack weight. Oh, I remember what it was. I had Bud send me my old Pocket Rocket canister stove, and it's from 2016. They since come out with something that is lighter and more compact. So this old one was pretty heavy in the big scheme of things, and I had it just in case, but it was bulky and it was heavy. So I sent that back home also. I ordered a BSR 3000. It's very compact, very light, and it is just a backup canister stove in case I can't find my alcohol fuel. I may switch to it permanently, I don't know yet. But that has not yet come in, but we'll put it in my box when it arrives and send it to me. And as of now, I have nothing to put my freezer bag meals in, but that is coming in my Dalton box, I believe, as well as a new pair of shoes. So right now I'm either going to eat my food cold. This morning I put my freezer bag in the little stuff sack that my stove comes in to hold it in. But that I'll only have to use that for a few days. That's all right. It's working out. And my pack did feel considerably lighter after I sent that stuff home. So it is pretty hot today. My plan is to do about 14.5 miles. I think there is another option beyond this shelter. I can't remember how many more miles. The dilemma is this. If I stay at Tom Leonard and I want to stay at Upper Goose Pond, the next day I'm going to have to do about 20 miles to get there. Upper Goose Pond is a cabin with no running water, no electricity, but there is a caretaker there and they serve free pancakes and coffee. Really, it's just a taste, because I think they only give you like 3 small pancakes, but there is a crystal clear lake. I think it's a glacial lake, I'm not sure, but I got in last time and that was nice and refreshing after sweating for 3 days. But the cabin was hot. You can tent there, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But if I stay at this Tom Leonard shelter, it will be just about impossible for me to get there in one day. And then I have what, like 5 miles to go in there, and then I'd have to waste the rest of the day. At the lake. Anyway. I don't know what's going to happen, so I don't know what the plan is. Anyway, I guess that's it for now.